friends, and welcome to a very special episode of Fimble-Famble Saucebox Reviews in 5. I'm so glad that you guys could join me for this very special video. It's special because this is actually the month of Marvel Netflix on Fimble-Famble Saucebox, but I decided to do a special little one here, partly because I didn't have time to throw together Beleaguered Episode 6. I know, I'm awful. I'm working on it. Eventually I will get that done at some point. It is very long. It's a lot of footage and it's a lot to go through, but I'm working on it. The other reason is that I really wanted to talk about the game Seasons After Fall, which is what we're talking about today. So, let me just get my timer pulled up. There it is. Let's talk about Seasons After Fall. So, for those of you who joined me for stream shenanigans this past Saturday, you'll know that I played Seasons After Fall, which you can also find on the YouTube channel right now. It is a lovely game. It is a side scroller, which makes it so much fun. It's one of those side scrollers that it has like depth to it, you know? It has panels in the front and behind that give it like added depth. It looks beautiful. The soundtrack is awesome. The soundtrack is something ridiculous. Did I cover up the timer there for a sec? Oh, nope. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. Nope, sorry. I'm just trying to, sorry. I'm just trying to pull it up here so I can tell you who makes it. Anyway, Seasons After Fall, the main premise of it is that you are a little fox. Oh, you're not a little fox. I'm explaining this poorly. You're a spirit ball thing that possesses a little fox. Yeah, and this voice kind of guides you through. Basically, it tells you you need to collect the power of the seasons. So you go to each one of these 4 hours areas, not hours, areas, to collect the power of the seasons. And it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm trying not to give away too many spoilers. I might at the end. But I heard Dodger talking about it on Co-optional, which is what made me want to talk about it because I totally agree with her assessment, which is in terms of playthrough, the game feels like a natural ending should happen, and then it turns out that's like the halfway point of the game. For those of you who watch Stream Shenanigans, it's where I ended the game. Like, you collect the powers of the 4 seasons, and then you're like, alright, this was my goal, this was my accomplishment, and then more happens. I will say, based on the dialogue of the lady guiding you through, I got the impression that there was going to be more, because it kind of had what I like to call the Gladys effect, and that at the beginning it seems nice and happy and everything's fine, and then as you move through the game, some of the dialogue starts to get kind of like questionable, and you're just like, do you have some hidden agenda that you're not as nice as I think you are? And then that that pretty much culminates into where I ended the game on Stream Shenanigans. But I continued playing it. Um, the rest is still fun. I think if I had to choose and do it again, which part I would stream, the first half or the second half, I would probably actually choose to stream the second half because I feel like the second half has a lot more story and a lot more intrigue to it than the first half does. I feel like you learn a lot more about what's actually going on in the second half, which is more interesting. The other thing I have with this game, though, is that even after you finish it, I it feels like a good ending, but I also feel like I still have questions that were unanswered. I guess what it really was I made predictions on what was going to happen, and those predictions were implied by the ending of the game, but they weren't stated. So like I felt good. I felt like the game ended where it should have ended. Not in the middle, but at the actual end. I felt like the ending was good, but I felt like I still wanted confirmation that I was right. I guess that's really what I want. Like, the ending was fine, but I wanted confirmation. In fact, let me just tell you, spoilers ahead. If you haven't played this game, be wary. But basically what I thought was, as you move through the game, the second half of the game, you collect dreams, right? They're not required to complete the game, but they're kind of an extra thing that gives you more story. And through these dreams, you learn that you learn that the seasons didn't always exist. Okay? It was like every cycle of this forest produces a new seed, which is like the thing that grows the forest. It's like a spirit of the forest, and then a new season to accompany that seed, or at least that's the impression that I got. And each season is represented by like a spirit animal. And because you're inhabiting this fox, in the second half of the game, you basically play as a spirit fox, I got the impression that what happens is that you become the new season to the new seed that you're helping throughout the game. But that's not explicitly stated. It's just whenever she plants herself, she pops up a new like season spirit stone over where she got planted, and that's where you end the game, like after the credits. That's where you end the game. So that's what I thought. Anyway, yeah, I know. Anyway, so in general, I really enjoyed Seasons After Fall, and you should definitely check it out if you get a chance. I'll put a link below to it. What I was looking up is the developer Swing Swing Submarine, and published by Focus Home Interactive. But I mean, Swing Swing Submarine did a good job. It was just there was just that one thing where it felt like there should have been an ending in the middle, but there wasn't, and it kept going. And it was just something Dodger said on co-optional earlier, and I was like, I agree with that. That was my impression of the game too, and I just want to share that plus the extra stuff too. But I'll wrap this up now because I'm going over time. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this Fimble-Famble Saucebox with me, Janky Shenanigans, and I hope that you check out Seasons After Fall because it's actually a really good game. I actually had a lot of fun playing it after I got over the middle part. Like playing it, continuing to play it off-stream shenanigans and finishing out the game. It was a good game. They did a lot of good stuff. Anyway, if you liked what you saw here today, you can definitely hit that little like button down below. If you didn't like it, you can hit the dislike button. It's cool. It's cool. Won't fault you for it. Won't fault you for it. Comments, positive, negative, you can leave them all below. Share, because sharing is awesome. I don't know where I was going there for a minute. And subscribe, because subscribing lets me know that you like what I do, and I like knowing that you like what I do, and then we all like each other, and it's wonderful and awesome and super cool. You can find me on Twitter at JankyShenanigans or on Facebook at facebook.com/JankyShenanigans. But more than any of that, I hope you have a lovely day or evening or whenever you happen to be watching. And thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate your viewership. It's awesome. It's wonderful. It's cool. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, put that down. This is Janky Shenanigans signing out. I'm going to have to cut so much of this out. Oh my god, we'll get there. Oh, that's gonna be a whole rant unto itself. Oh look, a room full of explosives. Intergalactic super battles. What? Indeed. That's my reaction too. I just walked off a cliff. That's what we call physical comedy. I'm Onion Sam. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.